Why side cabinets in a dental treatment room are a bad idea, even if they're free. One of the more interesting things we've observed over the years is the situation where a doctor owns a practice or buys one and then decides to expand it and elects to repeat the circumstances of the original practice. Now don't get me wrong, I'm all about repeating. Repeating the best is a great idea. But what about repeating a setup because you simply already have it? I've got three brothers. One is a car guy who's always in pursuit of the highest performance. While I don't live for that, I do understand it, making changes to improve something. My other brother, who I love dearly also, trades in one Camry for another. I don't know if he ever actually opens the hood during its entire tenure in his family. I doubt it. With respect to cars, I don't think there's much difference of opinion. I don't think that this difference of opinion matters much regarding the quality of life. But this is a video about your business. And I have to be honest, we frequently have doctors with quite an average production and hourly productivity. And when we inquire as to what they hope to achieve in their expanded practice, they haven't actually thought this through. And their default answer is basically the same, only with more rooms for extra hygiene and an associate. That's borderline crazy. So how could this possibly be? I think it's due to underlying beliefs that are quite frankly erroneous. I've come to the conclusion that the reason doctors continue to repeat their existing system is based on a central set of assumptions. First, I'm doing good dentistry. Second, the dentistry I'm doing wears me out. And third, the main reason that I want to expand is so that I don't have to do all the dentistry. Let's review that thought process for a moment. Let's assume that number one is correct. Number two is self-reported and also assumed to be true. But there's a missing assumption here. It's that the dentistry is wearing you out rather than it's the way you're doing the dentistry with results in you becoming worn out. There's a huge difference between those two conclusions. Perhaps you golf, surf, or ski. Any sport that involves significant technique combined with some significant form of equipment. If you golf, you probably even have a pro that coaches you and suggests better equipment. Yet in practice, you spend week after week doing dentistry the same exact way you've done it for years. You may add a procedure here and there, maybe some gadget, but the method of delivery, if you will, stays the same. Doesn't it sound a little crazy? So what does it have to do with side cabinets? Basically everything. How you equip has a great deal to do with how you perform. Side cabinets were created as a solution to the ever-growing demand for a wider range of procedures and techniques back in the 60s. But once a practice grows beyond 2 doctor treatment rooms, the room stocking method that we refer to as room-centric begins to break down. Adopting an office-centric restocking plan is faster, less expensive, and more productive. If you have the opportunity to expand or build a new office, you have the chance to improve your system, and by doing so, improve your performance a lot. If you do it right, you can save a bunch of money at the same time. Technique actually matters more to performance than what procedures you do. I know that sounds unlikely, but it's true. Except in surgery. That's a discussion for another day. Most surgeons squander at least 30% of the time and therefore revenue with inefficient delivery. Imagine being able to do implants and third molars all day with an anesthesiologist helping you along and actually being efficient instead of hanging around waiting for setups. For more information about how to decide on technique changes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. The best years for dental practice are coming. Don't miss this opportunity.